Welcome developers to a new BNB Hack workshop. And this is Jitendra. I'm your host of today's BNB Hack workshop. So, why we host this workshop? We host this workshop to inspire upcoming millions of developers where they can join this workshop to learn from our projects who are building on BNB chain. They can take inspiration from these projects. They can learn what are the mistakes they have did and how they rectified all of their hurdles to become a successful project on the BNB chain. And for today's workshop, we have UpTop and BAS who gonna show you and represent you all the hurdles they have faced, technical challenges they have faced for building their product, and their journey inside the BNB chain. So let's welcome Annie from BAS to represent first.
Hi, can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hey, welcome, Annie.
Uh, yeah, let me see how to upload my deck. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, let's start.
Yeah, yeah, stage is yours. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
hi everyone. I'm Annie from BAS, the BNB Testing Service. And first of all, welcome all developers to build on the BNB chain. And very honored to be here to share the BS in today's workshop with all fantastic developers. And again, thanks BNB chain's inviting. And today I'm very excited to introduce the BS and also the BNB Passport reputation de-social app based on the BS as an use cases to share. And let's walk through a key challenge in Web3 social as well, which is rebuilding the trust in the AI area. And hopefully it sparks some fancy ideas for all you participants. Yeah, let's start. Let me see. Okay. So let me start with the introduce of the BS. The BS is the native verification and reputation layer in BNB chain, enabling the on-chain KYC, identity, and asset proofs for RWA, DeFi, DSocial, and the token launches as well, built for the BNB ecosystem scalability and compliance. And we designed to generate the verifiable on-chain attestation for airdrops, reputation system, trusted data transactions, de-social, real-world applications, etc. And in airdrop heavy between the 2024 to the 2025, the most campaigns were floated by low-effort participants. So projects struggle to identify and reward the real long-term users. So that is why BNB Passport comes in and incubated by the BS. The BS serves as a core verification layer while all data is indexed on the BS scan for transparency and reuse, helping ecosystem verify the real user behaviors from token holding and trading activity to airdrop participation, social behavior, etc. And setting the stage, a broken social trust layer, let's face it, we're living in the age of the AI, and in just the past year, we have seen an explosion of content from generative AI, the multimodal AI, and autonomous agents. But with that growth comes serious challenge of the social. Like, first of all, the identity and ambiguity. Is a person you are chatting with a human or just a well-trained LLM? Secondly, the CBO attacks and bots are flooding every platform from airdrop to DAO votes, etc. And the third, the social reputation today is fragmented. So there's no unified, verifiable way to prove the trust, contribution, or history. So to move forward, we don't just need more content or better UX. We need a new foundation, a verifiable identity and reputation. And that is what BS is here to solve. And so one of the solutions, the BNB Passport, is an on-chain trust layer, the native verification and reputation layer on the BNB chain built for the next generation of de-social platform. And it's designed to be composable, privacy preserving, and AI ready. So let me walk you through what it can do. First, it aggregates the on-chain and off-chain attestation verification, like your Binance KYC, your token holdings, your trading spot value, even your social engagement on platform like Twitter or Space ID. And secondly, it turns out the data into a modular, reusable attestation, so any apps can plug into it. So thirdly, it uses CK-based privacy tag to ensure the verification without compromising your raw data. So with the BNB Passport, you can build anti-CBO whitelists that are actually hard to gain, design a community reward system based on the real reputation, not just the retweets, and enable AI human collaboration where agents know there is working with real trusted humans. And we believe that in the AI-driven Web3 area, the identity is not optional, right? So it's the basic infrastructure. Just like the token need standard, like ERC20 or BP20, the humans and agents need standardized, verifiable, and composable identity. So that is why and how we are building. So on BNB Passport, the BAS serve as a core verification layer. And while all data is indexed on BAS scan for transparency and reuse, and BAS support for the open schema design, the permissionless attestation issuing, the cross-domain interoperability, the public indexing through a BAS scan, and you can think of the BAS as the answer of Ethereum EAS, Ethereum attesting service, but purpose built for BNB Chain, and we are with a broader mission. Yeah, that is the structure of the BS. In our design, BS will include the following three logical layers. At the base layer is a hybrid issuers, which can be any third-party resources such as Twitter, YouTube, Binance, CX, Bsum, Upbit, or even any future projects launched by the developers themselves. And this means the third-party issuers endorse their own attestations. And above this is the attestation logic layer, where we have designed two types of attestation. One is for the public data, such as various public credential or proof of rights. The second type is for the private data, which can be used in the DataFi model. The user can sell their private data or obtain the data rights. And we have also designed a series of supporting the DataFi system for this purpose. And above the attestation logic layer is a specific attestation application layer, So which is the focus of the third module we will discuss today. And we look forward to seeing various creative implementations on top of our infrastructure. And the next part, let's watch a YouTube video to deeply know how to use or integrate with the BS. Give me a second. Yeah, let's go.
Is a structured framework that defining the data format and resolver with a test function. Schema dictate what kind of data can be attested and how that data should be presented. In this example, the data structure is designed to prove that a certain X account has more than 500 followers. We can see the composition of its data structure, where the most important parts are the hash of the X account's UID and a Boolean value indicating whether it has more than 500 followers. With such a data structure, we can determine whether this X account has indeed exceeded 500 followers. An attestation is an instance of this data structure. But wait, I don't know if you've realized a problem here. Anyone can submit an attestation for this schema. How do we determine whether the attestation is valid? This is where the resolver comes into play. Resolver. The simplest solution to the aforementioned problem is that we trust the certification from Twitter officials or a certain authoritative third party. Therefore, if the attestation is signed by a specific address, we can consider it valid. This step of verification can be placed in the attest function of the contract corresponding to the resolver address. Furthermore, more complex verification logic can be implemented in the resolver. Please note that anyone can create a similar schema, which also involves logic such as schema nesting and data reuse. The next concept is attestation. An attestation is a data with proof that can be used to verify the validity defined in schema. Attestation provide a standard for user to import any data into Web3. Within BAS, attestations can be created on-chain and off-chain. Users can store the off-chain attestations in Greenfield to provide the attestations access control. It includes some data structures, including an instance of a single schema, as well as information about who issued the attestation and to whom it was issued. As we mentioned earlier, the identity of the attester is often very important. Additionally, there is information such as the time when the attestation was issued and a verifiable transaction hash on the blockchain. Regarding attestations, I have one more point to mention. As we discussed earlier, we categorize attestations into two types: public attestations and private attestations. A public attestation, like the one you are seeing now, has all its information stored on the blockchain and can be viewed by anyone. On the other hand, a private attestation is implemented using Greenfield. Through Greenfield's permission control, we can manage access to private attestations. I believe this is a significant advantage of building an attestation system on the BNB chain. We can leverage Greenfield to achieve some fantastic goals, such as our ultimate objective, DataFi. For more details about BAS technology, you can refer to the documentation available on our website. You can follow the guidance there to create your own schema and attestations step by step. This includes the use of our SDKs, which we provide for both JavaScript and Go developers. Additionally, I want to emphasize that I strongly recommend developers to understand the mechanism of delegate attestations tutorial/delegate attestation. This could be a common pattern for business development using BAS, especially in scenarios where users need to pay gas fees. In such cases, the project party only issues the attestation, and the user is responsible for submitting it to the blockchain.
Okay, back to the stage. Yeah. The next part will be the use cases across the desocial. Why does this matter? Here are just a few use cases. The anti-CBO white listing for the airdrops, community campaigns, and also the reputation-based incentives, rewarding the real contributions, not the fake engagement. The AI-human coordination, enabling the AI agent to trust and interact with the real verified users. On-chain social graph, composable and portable between the dApps and platform. Yeah, and what BS has achieved so far. By now, over 20 million unique address have submitted and more than 40 million attestation on BS. And we collab with more than 100 data resources and more than 40 BNB Chain ecosystem partners. The data resources included the top 6 CEX, KYC information, the balance, the trading data, and also the Web2 data like the LinkedIn, Uber, GitHub, the social media accounts, etc. Yeah, and over 40 partners have chosen to integrate with BS to provide the user with better and more convenient services. Okay, we support for multiple community events. As you can see, we collab with the BNB Chain official airdrop community event, and also some community events initiated by BS. Okay. In closing, at BS, we believe the identity is a foundation of value in Web3, and especially in the AI area. In a world where content is cheap and identities are fake, the verification becomes the new trust, and the trust becomes the new currency, right? So BS, we definitely think it's a gateway to building the human first trust reach the social ecosystem. And we are also very excited to see more creative and impactful social application built on top of the BS, powered by the verifiable identity, trust, and reputation. So let's build an identity first Web3 DApps together on BNB Chain. Yeah, thank you. Back to you.
Awesome, Manny. Great presentation. And thanks for joining today's workshop to help a developer to learn more about your project and also to learn about things that they request to build on BNB chain and why they should be built on BNB chain and Greenfield. So yeah, it was a great presentation all the way. And I think, is there any last word or outro do you have before leaving the stage?
Yeah, it's very honored to be here again. Yeah, thanks for BNB Chain inviting, and we're looking forward to see more fancy, more interest the social apps happens on the BNB Chain with the BS. Thank you.
Sweet. Yep. So yeah, see you soon. Bye. So now let's welcome William from UpTop to go for the next presentation. So hey, welcome to BNB Hack Workshop. Hi, William. Can you hear
Hi,
me?
Jason. Thanks for inviting us in. Let me share my screen.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we already. You can see my screen.
Yes, it's pretty visible.
Yeah.
So
Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's session, and thanks, Jason and BNB Chain again for inviting us to be here. And we are very excited to introduce more about UpTop, decentralized liquidation provider, which is aims to reshape how liquidity is added and accessed in DeFi ecosystem. Here's some basic information about UpTop. We UpTop we built on the BNB chain and acts as a liquidity layer. Our main goal is to simplify the DeFi for all users with different level by just allowing them by one click. They can add the liquidity, which no matter is BNB or another the stablecoins. Here is the how to say how we created this UpTop projects or which problem we aim to solve. Compare with traditional DEX, which require up to 16 steps to add the liquidity. We reduced that to just one click, as I just mentioned, which is retail friendly and shares users from the impermanent nodes with our built-in protection. And what's more, our system is also stable even in the volatile markets. In the next one, I will introduce how our platform works. Up top, we balance the return and the risk by integrating the smarter liquidity management mechanism. It's not just about making things easy. It's also about making them smart and more profitable. Yeah, here's some core advantages of UpTop. As I just emphasized, we support owning one click to provision the LP and support the single access, and we build in V3 the optimization and the risk hedging strategy, and of course, it's a alpha yield with model, which is built on the Binance infra. You can see here is the basic the timeline for UpTop this project. We launched this project in late 2024 and hit a majority adoption milestone in mid 2025. Just in, I think, 3 weeks ago, we did the TGE with for Mimi together in late June. And now we are on track for multiple chain deployment and in some another exciting features like LP derivatives later in 2025. Yeah. And compare with traditional anonymous the LP, UpTop will bring the social layer into DeFi. Each LP, they have an on-chain identity and reputation. This transfers capital from passive to social and visible. Come to this the social value across different dimensions. Our platform we add social connectivities. Let LP build trackable reputation and visualize the platforms. Community participation is directly rewarded and making DeFi a social experience. And last one is, we also support the project teams with single side pools, LPCs, and auto pairing LP. The projects can incentive their communities, control governance, and manage token unlock seamlessly. Yeah, here's the major points we're going to share, and also last but not least, we also welcome more developers to join our projects to make this DeFi platform more powerful and more popular. Hi, Jiten.
Yeah. Hi. Are you finished with your presentation?
Yeah.
Awesome. So, yeah, I believe this is a great presentation. If you don't have any more detail or things to say, then maybe you can conclude. But before end this session, do you have any final thought or outro for our audience?
Yeah, as I just mentioned, we welcome more developers to participate in our projects to develop some more exciting features in the very short future.
Awesome. Thanks. So, yep. Let's conclude the workshop here. And thanks everyone for joining and making this workshop successful. And
Yeah.
again, thanks William and Annie, for joining today's workshop for our developers.
And also welcome everybody to follow up our X account. And also we also have the Telegram group. We will post the latest announcement and updates of our projects if you want to, or you are interested in our projects.
Great, great. So yeah, bye everyone. See you in the next workshop. Have a great day. Bye.
Okay, thank you.